Welcome to VP4TV. Tonight it's Friday, Night 9 Ball with 9 Ball. Don't forget to hit that like button and bell for notifications.
The day I die. Hey, swing those hips around. Can't stop, roll back down. My ladies, short, tall, thin or wide, always down and ready to ride.
You are watching VP4TV. Tonight we have some matches from Friday Night 9 Ball. It is a handicapped event. Please welcome your commentator, Nimble.com Tactical Genius.
Welcome everybody, welcome back to VP4TV. We're here for Friday Night 9 Ball. It's going to be another shortish one because at the last couple of checks we only had 11 in. So there was still 5 spots available. Let's have a look. I'll line up that chat in a minute or two. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, we've got 12 in now, so there's still 4 spots. So there's going to be buys, but we've got Spectre Dawn, Larry, Bankster, Coldest Pillow, DJ Redo, Fast Eddie, Jimbo, EFX. I don't know whether he's going to show up. I don't know whether he's in the lobby. I haven't seen the name before. Larry, Slim, Preacher, another one, PY. Haven't a clue who that is. I wonder if these people know how this is going to work. Spectre Dawn, Spud Boy, and Stefan. So hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. I'm just going to get into a room just to line up the chat. Hang on a minute. Let's just fix that. That'll do. Right, so I'm not sure if the league is going to go. There's 3 teams in. Steve may well let it run. Bill's wondering whether it's going to go. He doesn't want to waste his time turning up tomorrow if it doesn't go ahead. At the moment, there's 3 teams in. There's 1 team still to sign up, but I think the reason that the Filipino team hasn't signed up is he hasn't got a team. He's got invites out, but I don't think any of them have responded to it. Well, that wasn't on the schedule, and I told him last night to put it in the schedule, but I never saw it today, and we're here to do Friday Night 9 Ball. And the brackets are up, so let's have a look. Right, from top to bottom, we've got Jimbo EFX against Fast Eddie, Coldest Pillow with a bye, Spud Boy and Bankster, Spectre Dawn with a bye, DJ Redo against One Pocket Slim, Larry with a bye, Preacher against Pie, Stefan with a bye. Yeah, well, I don't set any schedule to do a live stream unless I know it's on, and the way I know it's on is it's in the schedule. That's why I said last night to get it in the schedule, rather than faffing about. If it was in the schedule, I would have set it up to do the live stream of the match. As it wasn't, set here to do Friday Night 9 Ball. Right, now let's have a look and see if Jimbo EFX is there. He's got a Welsh flag. Now, who's this other guy? Pie. Well, he's there, and he's from Germany, so I don't know if these are just new players or whether they're existing players that have changed their names. I don't know. And after last night's bloodbath, I'd rather not stream another bloodbath. That's probably another good reason for not streaming it, because it's more than likely going to be that. Right, so I think, who's in that room? Well, Jimbo EFX is in the room, but it has to be said, I do not see Fast Eddie. It might be Fast Eddie that ain't going to show. Where are we? No, definitely don't see him there. So, DJ Redo and One Pocket Slim, there's nobody in that room at all. Spud Boy and Bankster, they've started, so we're going to get in and watch that one. Well, that's exactly another good point, Slim. You know, if you knew you were streaming, you would have probably got set up. But I told them last night to put it in the schedule, and then we know for definite that it's on. But if they faff about and they can't bloody well put it in the schedule the night before, and then they just say, "I we're going to be doing it." Well, how do we know? I don't want to be setting up a stream and then suddenly somebody says, "Oh, I can't make it. We'll make it tomorrow night." I don't want to be pissed about. So that's the sole reason for not doing it. Yeah, I watched the end of that match. It was a great last 2 frames by Carter. How he managed to pinch the second last one to take it all the way, and then a very good break in the final frame. He deserved to win. So Spud Boy and Bankster. So player 1 is Spud Boy. He's getting the 7 ball, and Fast Eddie has arrived. So that'll be another match. Good evening to Chimpy. Chimpy is on kick. Now Spud Boy doesn't want to go too close to this 7, but the line that he's taking, he will. If he does, and then of course if he comes out into the table, he's going to have a nasty cut in this 7 ball. If he tries to go up the table, he's got to avoid the right side pocket. Should have taken our word, and I did send proposal, so not my fault. Well, Hotman's to blame then. No, I don't take anybody's word. If it's on the schedule, then I know it's there. I would have set it up earlier this afternoon. I'd have been good to go. There was nothing there other than what's on the schedule previously. So Spud Boy's getting another go here, but he hasn't found a line. And if he's lucky enough, he might get another goal, because this is not a gimme either, this cut. Cue ball might catch some of the 9. Well, this is your 3rd attempt here, Spud Boy. You've got to get this done. Well, it's all about just to wait a shot. The cue ball's heading over to the left side, and if he hits it nice pace, he'll just go over to the left side. He won't be coming back out into the table, and that's a pretty good pace. Just a wee bit short. Well, mind you, tell a lie. He only needed a 7 ball, didn't he? So I forgot about the handicap straight away off the bat. Never fail. So 1 apiece. Spud Boys come up dry. And suddenly Bankster can't pot balls. Well, the hamper over that 6 ball's going to limit what Spud Boy can do. He'd really want to get into that 1 ball so that he's coming down to the middle of the short rail and back up the table just to see the 2 ball. Don't know whether he can. Not much he can do with the 2 ball other than a bank, probably. And I'm not sure what that was. I have no clue what Spud Boy was trying there. Although, having said that, he has landed on the 2 and he could have played the combo. I've been giving you lessons in what? What have I been giving you lessons in? Welcome to Bedhead. I'm surprised that the Filipino guy hasn't sent you an invite, Bedhead, to get you on his team. Because he's still not signed up because he hasn't got a team. There's a good little jump shot there. So he's going over to the right side. And again, Bankster's giving Spudboy a big invitation to the party here to get into the lead. And remembering this time that he only needs to the 7 ball, so 5 ball shouldn't be a problem, 6 ball even less of a problem, and then just get the cue ball out and over to the right hand side. And that's perfect because the angle he's got in the 6, I would just tweak it with a little feather of right English just to let it open up and play it into the side. And that'll do it. So this for 2-1. Yeah, Maisie Dizzle accepted, but the problem for Maisie Dizzle is what I've said in the message I posted in the lobby. Maisie Dizzle has signed up to the league, but what he didn't know is, and what a lot of people probably still don't know, is that when you sign up for the league, each league night, you're charged $50 entry fee. And Maisie Dizzle hasn't got enough money in his $V account, so he can't play in the team at all. So unless he fixes that, he's getting tossed. I've already sent him a message to all my team members with that information on it, that he needs to add funds to his account. And I haven't actually seen him at all. I think I've seen him once in the lobby, but I've not actually seen him once since the team has been set up. So he's not around an awful lot. But he's not playing this week anyway. The team was already chosen even before Larry accepted. So Spudboy with ball in hand. Now that needs to bounce. It needs to bounce. And that's not good. Look at all that acreage of space he had between the 1 and the 7 ball to go on that too. I mean, he can still jump the 1. But like me, if he's no good at jumping, he'd much prefer a kick. But it's now ball in hand to Bankster. And he's going to have a problem. 4 balls not going anywhere. Or at least it doesn't look like it. It's very, very tight to get that past the 9, I think. I'll decide it doesn't go. But Bankster's done the right thing. Now, this is my last day. I'm off all next week, Bedhead. I don't care what time you play it. I'm off all next week. I finish work tomorrow. That's me finished. I don't go in Sunday. I've got all next week. I don't go back to a week on Monday. So as long as I know it's in the schedule, I'll set my alarm and get up. I'm not a problem with that. It's the numpties that don't put things in the schedule and tell you stories that they're going to be playing that I can't abide. You know. In fact, here's a message for Semi-Pro and Popman. not setting the match up in the schedule. It gets what it deserves.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
I thought you said 2 a.m.
Some men you just can't reach.
Oh, I read it wrong. Well, that's even better then. That's how annoyed Chimp is. He's annoyed at Potman and Semi-Pro. So Spud Boy's still with the lead here. Bankster now hooked. Easy kick to hit this. And it's going to go safe. Now, this is a touchy little shot to try and dink across behind the net. Can you cut that 3 up the table? See, the danger is if you don't get the cover, you're going to leave the 3 ball on, but I'd be going for it. I'd be cutting this and just trying to spin across to the 9 ball. Well, just a bit too heavy. Sort of the right idea. Now, nothing's changed there. I still don't think that 4... Excuse me, that 4 ball goes. My dinner's coming back up me. Now, that's a good cut. But the billiard may well be on. So you said 2 p.m. in the afternoon? Well, we've got a weather forecast that certainly as far as after Sunday goes, winter is going to set in by the look of it. There's a possibility that even we may well get some snow. That sound isn't copyrighted because I downloaded that a long time ago, that sound. I've got that other Chimp sound that came with voice mod. Where the hell is it? Is it under animals? What's it under? I can't remember what it's under. Well, oh no, there it is. There it is. Hang on. Oh no, it's not a chimp. It's just a monkey. Yeah, that one. This one's a gorilla. Right, Spud Boy. Just a 5 ball and a 7 ball for a 3-1 lead. How easier can this be? And that was well done. And just a kill shot. Just stun this in and stop this cue ball stone dead. Just... Oh, he's went for the roll through. So, 3-1 lead, Spud Boy. Getting full use of that 7 ball. I think that was the 6 that went in this time. And the 1 ball isn't on. Now, he can tickle off this 1 ball, bump the short rail, and drop in behind that 7 ball. Let's have a look. Oh yes, that's crying out to have a go at that. Well, he's went all in to try and cut that one in when he should have ducked. That's what I'd have been doing. Bear in mind that the 2 ball's going nowhere. That's why you shouldn't be playing the pot. It's then you that's having to play the safety off the 2 ball. See, this is where players don't think about what they're doing. You know, there's no shot in the 2 ball. You've got a shot there where you can thin the 1 and duck behind the 9. And he didn't play the obvious shot. This is why you've always just got to be thinking, watch the table, look at where the balls are, what's your chances of doing anything, and if you can't, then just duck, put your opponent in trouble. It's a very simple logic. Now Spudboy's playing the shot he would have been playing anyway had he potted that one, and he's played it very well though. Having said that though, Bankster's got an easy kick. He can miss the 8 ball, get a bit of English in the cue ball, and if he kills it, well, he's left it on. Spudboy's going to have a hard job getting up for the 3 ball though, or getting back for the 3 ball. He's pretty straight. He's hampered by the 3. And he'd have to jack up big time here, which makes the shot even more difficult. Got to get to a rail, which he has done. Don't know that he's got the full cover though, has he? Well, maybe he has. But he's left the line for the kick, which Bankster, living up to his name, has got it. Tricky shot here. You can skim the 3. Well, did he play the billiard? We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. The 5 ball has gone in. Make sure you give Popman a rack, for God's sake. We don't want him completely humiliated. Well, Bankster now should be back within 1. Six ball, top right. Few balls coming down behind the 3 though. So, jump shot or a push out. I know what I'd be doing. I'd be pushing down to somewhere either to the right of the 8 ball or between the 5 and the 7. So he's got the jump, he's got the pot, and this is one of these all-out stay at the table jobs here by Bankster. Which usually are inevitably doomed to failure when you keep trying pot and balls when you shouldn't. And he's got away with it now. There's not enough room really to push that 2 ball away. It's too close to the 9. I mean, you can cut it to the long rail on the side, but you've got to then try and get this cue ball back down the table here without hitting anything, just to get distance between the 2. There's no point in hitting at the right side of the 2. You've got to hit it left side. But it's all about the cue ball here rather than the 2 ball. 2 ball's going to go at the side rail. But it's come out too far. He's hit it too heavy. But he should have thinned it and come back down here. He might have got covered behind that 7. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, is the saying. And he's got away with it again. Although there's room to jump over the 5 and jump over to the right of the 7 ball as we look, and catch the 2 and use the jaw and the rail to get out of there. There's room to do that. I think you can jump over the 5 and catch the jaw in the 2 ball and knock it in, and the cue ball might go to the left. Spud Boy's trying to get up and down to kick it in. Absolutely nowhere near the line at all. I think he should have maybe tried my idea there, because I think, in fact, it's tight that you could have probably hit the jaw and maybe even have missed the 2 ball. It's that tight. But let's see if Bankster can capitalise on that. And again, he's overcut the 3. So Bankster struggling here. And how many more clues does Spud Boy need to know that he's in with a chance here? He's getting plenty of opportunities. Well, this guy Pie has beaten Preacher 7 racks to 1. Haven't the foggiest. Is that the one with the Welsh flag? There's one of them with a Welsh flag. That Jimbo at EFX or whatever, it might be him. The other one's German. Bankster again. Good opportunity in the 3. And he's just got to avoid that 9 ball blocking his path to the 4. And he's bumped to 5. Thin cut in the 4. He's going to be extremely unlucky if he doesn't have a shot in the 5. So a chance to tie up this match here. And that's opening up nice. So he can just roll this 7 ball in. It'll be nice on the 8. He doesn't need to do anything. Just let the cue ball run out. He's done it again. He's done it again. How many times is that? 4 or 5 already from Bankster. He can't string more than 3 balls together here at the moment. And it's a gift for Spud Boy as long as he doesn't scratch in the left side pocket. So this for a 4-2 lead. And away we go. So the mistakes are coming in thick and fast from Bankster. All Spud Boy's doing is just capitalising on most of them for his 4-2 lead. Well, that's handy. The 1 ball stayed in the table there. The 3 ball is gone. The 2 ball is very handy. There's a little gap between that 8 and 9. He could come back across the table though, as he had a look at the cut angle in this. And that's fine. And back out into the table and back up the table. Really is where you want to be. Or you could dink the 2 in and just leave the 3 long up into the corner. So you've got to make that decision first of all before you then make your move. Well, he bumped this 8 ball. And the line off this 3 ball is very good. So again, it's just about rolling the cue ball and potting the 3. The cue ball will do the rest. It's going to head over past the 6 ball. Well, see, it's hit the 6 ball because he didn't get the line in the 3 ball to start with. That's why he's done both things wrong. He's hit the 3 into the jaw, and he's caught the 6. He still was on the 5, but he really should have sunk that 3. Because at some point, Bankster's going to wake up. Maybe not now. But you would think Spud Boy might be running out of opportunities here before Bankster finally gets his so warmed up. Well, it cuts into the top left. It certainly does that. Cue ball's going up near the right side pocket. Although he's digging into the cue ball here to sort of stun it. No, he's not. And that's well played. Okay. He's going to be hard pushed to get in and out the 7-ball. But believe it or not, that 7 will cut. It's very tight, but it does cut. And it certainly doesn't bank past the 8-ball. Good evening to Matt. In fact, I forgot about the 6-ball. What am I talking about? I forgot the 6-ball was on the table. Well, does he? I think he's got to play the combo rather than try to squeeze this in past the 9. Yeah, he's played it well. So 5-2 now to Spud Boy. That's a good score for him at the moment. Can he keep it? Three ball goes in. 1 ball's gone tight to the long rail. Well, these are tough enough at the best of times, but at that distance, you start flush to the rail with a chance of catching the jaw as usual, but he's not got it the line. But well, Bankster's now under big pressure. He's got a table that he should be running out. I can't remember what ones they're on. I haven't looked. Well, I haven't looked since I looked last night, but I've forgotten them all. I might do that in a little second. I'm going to be doing at least 3 matches on that schedule. I know that. Because as I said, I'm off all week now. As of tomorrow, when I finish my shift tomorrow, that's me done. And I don't go back until a week on Monday, so I can cover whatever matches there are, whatever time of day they're at. Right, well, let's while they're messing about here, let's just have a little look at that bracket. 2023, and then go to events, and then go to 10-ball, and then scroll down. We've got Spud Boy Bullabog, which is Sunday. That's Saturday night our time. So yeah, I'll be finished then, won't I? Yeah, I'll be finished. You've got Larry and Acero, which is again on Sunday night at midnight my time. That's Monday morning, of course. You've got Albinario and Matt on Tuesday at 7 PM. I'll be doing that one. You've got Stub and Tommy on Tuesday at oh shit. The two of them clash, don't they? Oh no, I'm going to be doing Albinario and Matt. I don't know whether Slim wants to do Stub and Tommy. And then you've got Cobra Spectre Dawn on the Sunday next week. So, in fact, put it this way, it'd be fairer to toss a coin, and it depends whether Slim is available for any of the matches, rather than me saying, I'll do this and you do that. It'd be easier to toss a coin. Because if Slim is available, then, you know, he can have a choice of whatever ones he wants to do. But I can be there for any of them. Well, that's what to do then, Slim, if you want to. You know, I have no problem. I ain't going to argue or fight over who does what. It ain't about that. Meanwhile, back to business here. We've got Spud Boy 6-2 up. And Fast Eddie has found a bit of form after last night's disaster. Back in more familiar territory in 9-ball. He's taken out Jimbo EFX by 7 racks to 2. Stubbs come in to annoy people. Yeah, I do, that's right. So that's the reason why I wouldn't be doing those the one on Sunday night, my time. Because I'm up Monday morning, to go to this bloody jury shit. I hope I don't get picked. That's all I want to know. Oh, Spud Boy's failed this time, but he's got it as safe as it can be. Yeah, I think it might still bank past that 4-ball though. Yeah, it does bank. It's tight, but it will go. But is Bankster wanting to risk that now at this stage when he's at the point of no return? Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me there about the jury duty there, Slim, because I totally forgot about that. Oh dear. I've got to phone on the night before. I don't know what details I'm going to get. I haven't a clue. But it says phone the night before. Probably an automated call just to say turn up here and do this and do that, and that's it. And then you get told where you're going. So Slim takes out DJ Redo. I'm glad you kept a note of that, Slim. Oh dear. Spud Boy's taking a dislike to this 2-ball. He can't put it in a hole. He might have got away with it again though, has he? Yeah, I think he had. But Bankster's not got the cover. The 2-ball hasn't run far enough. He wanted it over here. I wish Stubb would get into the stream instead of getting in and irritating people in their rooms. Oh dear. You know, it's as if Spud Boy wants to give Bankster as many chances as he possibly can here. I'll have a quick drink. The thing is, though, Bankster's never been short of getting opportunities. He's just not been able to deliver on anything, really. That's why I unbanned him from my YouTube channel. I had him banned for, 2 or 3 years at least. So he then takes to get into the rooms just to annoy people. Now this needs to bounce. Let's have a look. Oh, it's dead straight, isn't it? Absolutely bolt straight. Well, he's going to have to tweak this a bit with a bit of bottom and right here. Well, so the bottom and right, well, I think he's... See, if you put bottom and right on it, when you come back to the rail, if you can tweak and pinch a bit and not hit the jaw, as soon as you hit that rail with the bottom and right English, it sends you up the table, and you wouldn't be bumping into the 8-ball like he did. Having said that, he's come up with a good safety, and that is very good, because the line there isn't there to really kick at that. I think the pocket's in the way. You're going to have to spin it. I don't know, is he going to catch any of that 8-ball? Yeah, he's got a bit of English on it now. Now he needs it to go onto the short rail, but this is Bankster's start of his comeback. So Spud Boy has still got opportunities to come here. That rack, though, he had far too many missed pots. When you start doing that, as I said, eventually Bankster's going to put things together and get himself organised. However, Bankster comes up dry. So Spud Boy's got an easy one. He's got a straightforward enough 2-ball. It just depends on what sort of angle he has in the 2-ball as to whether he needs to do anything much with the cue ball. And he really doesn't, because all he needs to do is pot the 2, make sure he goes to the rail and comes out far enough on this 3-ball past the 6. He's overhit that quite a bit, but he could have done with actually bumping that 4 just to shallow the angle a bit more. But again, nothing to do with the cue ball other than just get the right weight and pot this 3-ball. The cue ball's going to have a shot in the 4, unless he runs right over to the other side behind the 8-ball and 7. And it ain't going. So another opportunity for Bankster. Yeah, that's a German way of spelling aggression. Well, Bankster's got a fortunate little hit in the 8-ball there. It's put him in good shape on the 4. The 8-ball hasn't gone dead. It goes past the 9. So this is a table that should be done and dusted in the next 2 minutes. Of course, Bankster cannot afford anything to go wrong here with that 7-ball still sitting in the table, because that's Spud Boy's money ball and it's game and set and match to him if Bankster messes up here. So pot the 6-ball, get anywhere up the top of the table, anywhere up top will do, although preferably that you've got a pot in the 7-ball where you're not rolling into the 8 and 9. I think he's fine. That will do. So this is just a little dink in, and if you can, just go through and bump the rail behind that 8-ball, just like that. And again, just a little stun in, dink to the rail, back out for the 9 into the same pocket. Now, this is going to run away from you, Spud Boy, if you don't get your act together here. He's in a winning position. Oh dear. Well, Bankster's taking his eye off the ball there. Hang on a minute, guys. Just a wee sec. Hold on. Right, sorry about that. Back to business here. Spud Boy with a ball in the break, or 2 balls in the break. Tell a lie, it was Bankster. Right, so Bankster's pushed out to there, that's what it was. Oh, dicing me death. I need to get a better webcam. The problem with that is that the webcam that I've got is a good webcam, but it only streams at 30 FPS. There's much better spec webcams out. It's a Logitech webcam. I can't remember what one it is, but it was the high end one at the time. But it only streams at 30 FPS, so when you live stream with it, it's out of sync. I'm trying to get a hold of somebody to deal with this numpty. Hang on a minute. Oh, there's a new update coming out for Alaskan truckers. I wonder what that's about. Well, they haven't said anything. They've just said that there's an update coming. It's some bug fixes that they're doing. Well, a roll in the 7 for Spud Boy's victory in the first round here. Did you text, Simon? Thank you. In goes the 7, and victory at last for Spud Boy by 7 racks to 4. Right, so let's have a catch up and what's happening here. That's the wrong thing I'm in. Hang on a minute, we'll get to that tab in the lobby. And we'll have a look at the bracket. So we've got Spud Boy through. We've got Fast Eddie now playing Coldest Pillow. Coldest Pillow's 3-2 up with the 7 ball. Spud Boy's now going to play Spectre Dawn. Slim is no, tell a lie. Larry's up 2-0 in that match. Pie is 5-3 up against Stefan. Now, what do we go into? Do we go into Fast Eddie, Coldest Pillow, or Slim and Larry? Too late, I've made up my mind. So it's now 3-0 to Larry, so I've arrived just in time to jinx Larry and do Slim a favour. There's that pattern there, folks. Look at the 9 ball and the 4 ball and the isolated 8 ball. Always the same, and the 4 ball goes into the side. Always the same. Oh, Larry he'll be jumping that. Thing is, this cue ball could go up and run into that 4 and 9, which wouldn't do Larry any harm. Oh, he doesn't want it to run past the 4 and 9 though. I think he's okay. I think he's fine. So we know that the 4 ball goes into the left side pocket. It doesn't go into the corner. And so Larry has got a huge amount to do with the cue ball here. He might even try getting a bump, because I think it's going to be a lot more difficult trying to get up above it. He might dig into the rail and try and spin across and hit the 8, 9 and 4. Well, he's actually managed to do it. That was excellently played. That's perfect. And he's going to brush into the 9, so he needs to roll this out the way. He needs to make sure the 9 is rolling out the way. And he's come off the 9. That'll work. The 8 ball still goes. So at the moment, it's looking good for 4-0 to Larry. I doubt Simon must be out in the town tonight. I started a 400-odd mile trip on the harsh Russian map yesterday. So I did. Simon on his way, good. That'll get rid of the idiot in the room. I think he's got the angle to come up the right side here, Larry. I think he can squeeze this up past the side pocket on the right. He isn't doing that by the look of it, though. He needs to come around, and that's again well played. The old bailout shot. Well, usually Larry gets himself into this predicament, like 3 and 4-0 down before he wakes up. But Slim is going to have to do the job. I don't think I've seen Slim hitting a ball yet in this match, have I? I've been too busy reading the chat. 4 ball going in as well. No, it spun away. But something definitely went. The 8 ball's gone. 1 ball is on. Wrong side of the 1 ball. 2 ball does go past the 3 into that corner. And the 5 and 6 are doing nothing. So this isn't exactly going to be a simple run out. Is it going to stay in the table? Yeah. Well, he could bank the 2 back towards the 3 and run up to the top right-hand corner of the table. He's chosen to send a 2 up the table, looking for cover behind the 3, but he hasn't got it. Now, this is no good. As far as Slim goes for getting on the 3 ball, he's dead straight in the 2. He's stuck to the rail. And he's trying to manufacture something here. And this needs to come around and spin behind this 3 and bounce. Didn't have the legs. Well, that won't cut. Will it? Slim thinks it does. I didn't think it did. But that'll do as a safety. Larry's right smack bang over that 7 ball. His stub actually left VP4 to avoid demuting. Has he? I bet you the little... Oh, he's arrived in the room. Or arrived in the lobby there, I noticed. Yeah, he's in the lobby. Oh, according to my screen, he's in the lobby. Aye, maybe it hasn't quite updated yet on my end. Let's have a look. The fly little shit has left the building. Yep, it's just updated. And then he'll come back in later on when Simon's away. That's his tactic. It's going to come to the stage where every Thursday he gets muted, he gets kicked for 24 hours. And that way he can't get into VP4 at all. Well, Larry has got himself way on top here. 5-0 in a minute. I always thought you wanted to see his chat. I mean, I've done that before. And then folk complain that they can't see what he's saying. It's not as if you're going to actually educate yourself and learn anything. Anyway, Larry, 5-0 up, ball in the break, perfect in the 1. Now, this needs to bump the 7, really, doesn't it? In fact, even if he does bump the 7, that 2 I don't think goes, does it? It looks as if it might go. It doesn't look from here that it goes, but when you look at it from this side, hang on, where's the pocket? No, I don't think it does go. It obviously goes into that corner, which is why Larry's ducking around the corner. That's very well done again. Perfect. Spot on. Well, are we actually going to get to see, I'll say that again, are we going to actually see Slim hit a ball in this match? I don't think we are, the way it's going. So Larry, on the hill, is looking like a whitewash here. And again, balls are flying in. Oh, a nice little bump in the 1. Well, this match is over. This match is gone. Slim's not going to get a sniff here. Coldest Pillow is taken down Fast Eddie. Good win there, 7 racks to 3. And Larry, as soon as I say that, he falls apart like a cheap suit. He's missed a simple 1 ball into the side, stunning it in to get the cue ball moving, and Slim has a lifeline. I should have been ready with this one. For that miss there, I was a bit late. The sharp intake of breath. Well, Slim's going all out for it. Solid bank in the 1. 6 ball is tightish to the long rail. So he wants to get himself a slight angle just to come back across for that 8 ball. but he doesn't want to leave himself too much on the 6 ball. And it would have been safer to take this into the top pocket rather than the bottom pocket here as we look, because we know the dangers here. And that's the danger. Trying to make sure he didn't catch that jaw. And he sent it away from the rail. Larry's just going to tweak this around the corner and catch the 6. In goes the 6. Now, it's a dodgy thin cut in the 8. And he's just got to make sure that the cue ball's going a direction that doesn't go near the other corner pocket, and I think he'll be fine. And it's game over. So very good start for Larry tonight. And it's 7-zip to Larry. So one pocket slim never got a shot when I arrived. I doomed him to failure all the way through that. So a very good result for Larry. Which is handy considering he's on my team, although he's not getting a game this week. In fact, nobody might be getting a game. I presume it's going to go ahead with 3 teams. Right, so we need to get this refreshed. Refresh view. Coldest Pillow having gone through against Fast Eddie. He's waiting in the winner of Spud Boy and Spectre Dawn. In the round 3 match, Spectre Dawn 2-1 up, Larry through. And Larry now playing this guy, Pie, who's getting 6 and out. So, I reckon that... what will we do? Is there anything on the one-loss side? Jimbo FX and Stefan. Well, I think we need to see this guy here and see what sort of calibre he is. Now, I presume he's a relatively new player, but it might be worthwhile. Where is he? Is he actually here? Yeah, he's from Germany according to that. Let's have a look at his profile. What have we got? We've got a member since 2019. Has he always been Pie? Has he changed his name? Because it'll show you on here if he's played matches recently in his profile under a different name. But they're all Pie. So you've got to get a lot of matches in if you want to keep your name a secret. Because there's 10 pages that might catch you out here if you're coming under a different name. It looks as if he's been Pie all the way through anyway in these last 10 pages. Right, so no clue as to whether he is somebody under a different name or not. But I think we'll go into that room and see what he's like. So we've got Larry in the right, Pie with an 1800 rating, so he's getting 6 and out. Well, Larry's going to win the lag because that's way too short. Well, at least Popman's got a rack. Like I said, that's another reason for not streaming it. I don't want to watch bloodbaths. I want to see a match. Well, Preacher's obviously... I don't know whether he forfeited his first match, but he certainly forfeited his one-loss side match with Fast Eddie. I'll give him 3.14 racks against Larry. Who, Pie? Ah, right, I've got the joke now. First of all, it went over my head, and then it sunk in. Yeah, I got it there. Just at the last kick, it kicked in. Well, of course, Larry's danger here is he's going to be the one doing all the hard work trying to get out. And where he'll fall foul is if he does something daft, misses something, and just leaves a gimme of one ball for Pie, because I reckon that might be the sort of tactic that Pie's going to go for here. Just do what every sort of relatively inexperienced player does: go for everything they see and try and pot it, and not really play any sort of strategy. So it's a sort of vicious circle for Larry here. He's going to be trying to do the right things, whereas Pie's just going to hope that if it gets down to these money balls that Larry's going to be vulnerable. And we've seen that Larry can be generous on occasions. And shots like that don't help him either. So first rack to Pie. And what went there? The 3 balls gone, so shot in the 1. And that cue ball was heading right down the bottom of the table here if it hadn't bumped a 9, so that's come up smelling of roses. Is that going to get there? It hasn't. Stunned it too much and didn't get enough running on it, but he's just, yeah, he's one of these players that's just going to go for everything. If he sees a pocket and he can see the ball, he's having a dig at it. So this 6 ball for 2-0. Now Larry has his chance. Now Larry missed a shot like this earlier on in his last match, where he had a fairly straight ball into the side and hit it off the point. Mind you, he was trying to do a bit more with the cue ball in that shot than what he was here. So perfect angle on the 8 ball just to stun this 8 ball into the top left and bring the cue ball over to the right. And I think that one was it was dry. So 2 ball up over the top left. So Larry now with a chance to get into the lead. So we'll give him 1 and 2 ball. More than likely going to have to play the 3 into this bottom pocket here in the bottom right so that he can get into the table for the 4 back up into the top left. So he's got to avoid traffic. He's managed to do that. So I would suggest he's just coming straight back across the table for the long 3. And he wants an angle so that he can just get right into that middle section of the table between the 5 and 6. And if he can get reasonably straight in the 4, then he's got very little to do with the cue ball for that shot in the 5. So seems that the biggest problem will be the 7 ball. And Larry might just take his medicine. Oh, he doesn't want to be there though. He doesn't want to be there. He's over the 7. I was going to say there, Larry, if he gets the 5 and gets the 6, he may well just leave the bank in the 7 because he ain't going anywhere else. I mean, I think it will pass the 8 ball. It's tight, but it may well go past it. But he's in no great shape to do anything great here because he's right over the top there, coming across the top of the cue ball. And not much he could do. Now the question is if he does what I said he might do and just leave the bank. I mean, he could try. I don't think he is though. He is digging in. He might be trying to go over by the 9. No, he isn't. He's going to leave the bank. And this is where Pie can capitalise if Larry doesn't bury this. Well, Pie must know who I am then if he's saying as a mean Scot streaming this. He's definitely somebody under a different name. Larry gains the lead here. 2 ball goes in. Cue ball just stays in the table. Right, somebody tell me what's happening in the snooker, please. It's on BBC iPlayer. It might even be on BBC 2 at the moment. Mark Selby against Mark Allen should be a good match. Selby 2-0 up. I suppose I should really have it on my phone. I forgot all about that. I could be watching it on my phone. Needs to get away from that 7 ball. He's got himself in trouble again. Let's have a look. Does he have anything to do? Nothing really. Just a roll through. Roll through to the short rail and out a wee bit if he wants. And a nice enough angle to stun that in and get out into the table and out high enough. He could stun it in and come around the angles and get out if he wants. He could do that, but if you're running forward, you don't want to. I mean, he can still probably have a cut in the 6 if you bumped over to the 8, but he's digging in to stun off maybe 2 rails here. It looks as if he's doing that, yeah. And as long as it runs up like that, he's fine. Well, I think it could be a very interesting couple of semi-finals coming up. And the good thing about it is I'll be able to watch all of Sunday afternoon's match because I can relax. Larry can't afford to relax though. He's got to stay on his toes. He's got the lead, 3-1 up, and has to watch those any unforced errors at the wrong time in these racks. Well, it's going to be a quick rack this, if Larry could see the 1, which he can't. He got the 4 ball in the break. And if I'm Larry, I'm pushing out and pushing that 9 ball into the hole because you know what's going to happen. And I think Larry, well, he's got the cover. We'll give him that, but it's an easy kick in the 1, and this could be blasted and anything could happen. I would have sunk the 9 as part of the push out. That's what I'd have done. Because you've got to defend yourself here from any crazy stuff happening. Well, I'm surprised he's not kicking behind this, because it isn't banking up the table to the 5. The 8 ball's in the way. If he's trying to cut across it, he might be trying to bank it up onto the 9, but he hasn't been able to execute the jump, so Larry's got an easy out. Just roll the 1 onto the 9, get onto the next rack. No messing about, Mr. Nice Guy. Just get that sunk. Two ball. 1 ball bouncing. 5 ball might be getting in the way though. Oh, I think it has. It certainly has. It's just getting in the way, but Larry can jump over the edge of that 5 ball and pot the 1, no problem. I mean, this is well, it's not when you look at it like that. It's quite far to jump that 5. So at least Pie's getting a shot here. Should be digging in to just hold back for the 3, which he's managed to do. Well, watch the cue ball. Watch the cue ball. Well, Steve must be out in the golf course today. If it's good enough weather, that is. Because what I wanted to ask him was if this league's going to go ahead tomorrow night, because Bill needs to know. And 1 pocket slim survives. He's taken out Bankster 4-2. Well, at least he got some racks on the board in that match. So Pie with a 5 ball and a 6 ball to pot to get on to his second rack. Now, if that keeps running, he'll be good. And that is perfect. And that's a very dangerous handicap to be messing with. Pie's let the cue ball go. Larry now with ball in hand. His first problem is just going up table to get on the 2, either into the side or down past the 7, because it ain't going in up there. Well, he's just going to nip back here, make sure he's past the 8 ball, and all looking good for 5-2. "12 reds, 12 blacks." Let me get iPlayer on. Let me get iPlayer on. Hang on. Shit, where is it? See, I'm bloody looking for the thing and I can't find it. Right, BBC iPlayer. Well, this could have been easier. He's in bedhead territory with this 8-ball. Sport. Live. Watch live. Right. Yeah, he's on 12 reds, 12 blacks. I'm a little bit behind because I'm on iPlayer at the moment. I'll tell you, he's got himself up. He's really got a problem, is he not? He's stuck himself right over this one of the reds. He's got that. He's on the black. Well, we've had 2 147s at the World Championship one year. Ronnie O'Sullivan did it, and what do you call him? Him that was on this afternoon did it as well. Ali Carter both did it in the same year at the World Championships. And there's a very strong possibility there could be one on here. You get right into the cue ball to get back onto that black. That was well played. So 1 red left to get back onto the black. He's a wee bit straight in the black. He's got an angle, but and results are coming through. I can't see the Stefan result until it scrolls up, but Spud Boy has been sent to the 1 loss side by Spectre Dawn, and he's on the red, and he's got the angle to come back for the last black. He's looking very good at the moment, Mark Allen. He's to leave the angle, and he's got a good angle on the black. Nice angle to get up for the yellow. Oh, he hasn't got the legs. It's not got the legs. He's under hit it. He's under hit it. And of course, he's a left-hander as well, so he's going to be stretching. He's going to have to use the rest. Well, he's going to be on the green. There's no doubt about that. But this yellow's tough. Cutting right across the table. And in it goes. That was very well done. That's an excellent yellow. And now he can only throw it away. And talking about throwing it away, Larry's just hooked himself behind the 8. Mark Allen trying to come back for this brown into the same pocket. He's nailed that. He might be a bit straight in the brown, is he? He looks a bit straight. Oh, there's a wee angle there. There's a slight angle. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Well, I need to turn the volume up on the my phone. Hang on.
Cushion. Just got to get the weight right.
Now it needs to bounce.
Not short.
He's left it short. He's going square in the pink. Oh, Jesus. Well, he's going to have to go around the table here, or he's going to have to play it with loads of right-hand side and come across the table twice. He's got to get around the table. Oh, dear. Good luck. All around the table. Cue balls going perfect. This is perfect. Absolutely stonewall perfect. No, he's not. He's running on. It's bloody like a lightning, grease lightning in this table. It looked perfect when it was halfway there. Oh, Jesus. Well, this is a Stephen Hendry cut for a 147, this black ball. Yeah, the in-off is definitely on. And it goes 147. That's incredible. Oh, he held his nerve for that pink and black ball, so he did. And that's him off the mark. He was 2-0 down. So that's the second 147 this year. That's brilliant. That was superb. I'm glad you told us there, Chimpy. Because that always, as soon as you hear somebody's in 12 reds, 12 blacks, you've got to watch it. Yeah, it was the Henry cut in the black, because Henry did exactly the same thing. He left himself right on that black cushion to cut the black in. I don't know whether it was his last 147 he got at the World Championships he had to do that. Maybe it wasn't. But that was very well done. Oh, well, the folk will get their money's worth tonight. I mean, you're 2-0 down. He gets a 147 to get into the match. All right. That was worth watching that, because that where he finished on that pink ball was horrible. He was far too square to play it with right hand side. He had to go right around the table, and I thought it was perfect in the black, but that table's just, it's like a bloody ice rink. Anyway, what's happening here? Well, Larry's trying to work out ways to lose this match from 5-1 up, I think, because it's now 5-4. He was trying to come the other side of the 5, but he's got a nice bump. I don't believe that he played that. I think he was wanting the 5 into the top pocket, but he's had a nice bump. Now, here's a question. I heard talk of £147,000 prize money for a 147, but I'm not sure whether you have to do a combination of one or two a season or something. I don't think it's 147 for the tournament. I'm not sure about the prize for the high break. I heard somebody saying something in commentary, but I didn't grasp it all. But anyway, whatever it is, he's going to be sharing whatever the prize is with Ding Junhui. Masters maximum breaks. That's Mark Allen added to it as well. 2 in the 1 year. How about that? So Larry now on the hill, high at the table. I think Larry's trying to feather the left edge of this just to sort of keep it there if he can. And he'll take that little bump. Little bump done in my favour. And that should be Pie's last shot in the match. So, in fact, he's bailed out. So that made it easy for Larry. He's quit. He's bottled out. So that's one thing that I won't be doing, is watching any more of him playing. Right, so let's have a look and see what's happening. Hang on a minute if I can get the bloody buttons to work. Right, so top to bottom we've got Coldest Pillow playing Spectre Dawn. Spectre Dawn 2-0 up. Coldest Pillow getting the 6th ball. Larry lying in wait for the winner of that match. Quick look in the one-loss side. DJ Rudu, Spud Boys 1-0 up in that match. Slim is 3-0 up against Stefan. And Fast Eddie's waiting in the winner of the Spud Boy DJ Rudu match. So we're going to just jump in and catch this match with Coldest Pillow and Spectre Dawn. That cue ball's just running onto the spot. Good evening to Vertical Liquid. Now I wonder if what do you call it? Now I'm going to tab out for a minute because I want to check if for any of the guys that aren't in the UK, I wonder if it's on that Chinese channel, the snooker. Hold on a wee second. I'm going to tab out for a minute. Where is it? I'm trying to find it in my favourites. Right, there it is. I was just double checking that Yoku Chinese channel, but they tend to. It seems to be they tend to just want to obviously stream Chinese players playing, and now that Ding's gone, they don't seem to have any interest in what else is happening in the Masters. But because I thought they might be live streaming this match, but they're not, which is a bit dumb because the Chinese viewers just missed the 147. Meanwhile, back to this match. Spectre Dawn's about to go 4-0 up. Is this going to be our second whitewash of the night? Coldest Pillow's hoping it isn't. But he's got to get a shot first. Mark Allen's in again in the next frame. So that's, I think that's Larry in the hot seat match, isn't it? Yes, it is. What time is that? Let's have a look. Now that I've got my watch back. 8:30, 8:33, 34 roughly. I feel fully clothed again now that I'll get my watch. That's the longest I've went without a watch since before Christmas, and I picked it up. I picked it up Wednesday. Actually, my day off, I had to go back up to Glasgow to pick it up. I got a text through, but when I got the text through, I was already home from work, so I decided to get up my day off and get it. Yeah, as I say, it's the longest I've went without a watch on my wrist in, what, probably 48 years maybe without a watch in my wrist. I've always got a watch on. I never go without it. I paid 65 quid to get it fixed. And as Steve said the other night, a capacitor only costs you maybe a few pennies. But then, of course, you're paying for the handling and the shipping and everything. I mean, I don't know whether it went to Casio for them to fix it. It looked as if it has, with the documentation that came back with it. But they've also serviced it because they've cleaned, all the inside the glasses. Everything. I can see it's spotless. So they've sort of serviced it as well when they've taken the guts out of it. But this is the best watch I've ever had, and the most expensive watch I've ever had. It was the best part of 400 quid when I bought it, and it's been a damn good watch, and that's the first time it's had to have the capacitor done, which they do have a lifespan of about 10 years. And it's solar powered, so it powers off the lights. And it also automatically updates by satellite when the clocks go forward and back. They've got satellites buzzing around outer space there for everything. So, coldest pillow, 5-0 down at the table. Cue ball needs to keep rolling, and it hasn't. And played the jump. Of course, the cue ball's running and running and running. Is he going to stop in the gap? Yes, he is. So, at the moment, it's not under control, but now it is. If he had potted the 4, he ain't got it to the hole. No, that's a over expensive piece of jewellery, that, for a Rolex. I mean, I wouldn't mind paying for a fake one. Then it's just about street cred having a Rolex on your wrist. Well, that was, since we joined the room, that was Coldest Pillow's best chance of pinching a rack back here off Spectre Dawn, but he's running out of racks now. It's a bit late for Mark to be coming online. He's usually going to his bed at this time. So, Spectre Dawn breaking for the match. And balls flying in all over the shop. That 3 ball's going in as well. So it's hasta la vista. If I can find the right thing, it's
Hasta la vista, baby.
That's exactly what it is. So Spectre Dawn, comfortable win, and Coldest Pillow is going to have to do it the hard way over on that one loss side. Yeah, I thought you'd be in bed, Mark. So I did. So one pocket slim. Now that's interesting, isn't it? You've got the 2 players that get sent to the one loss side getting whitewashed, who are both up against one another. So before we do that, we'll nip into this room and have a quick look. It's 11-3 to semi-pro. He only needs 2 more racks and it'll be over. So that's enough of that. Right, so we've now got the hot seat match with Spectre Dawn and Larry, but we're going to go in and watch the one loss side match with Coldest Pillow in one pocket, Slim, and then of course when this is finished, we'll catch the rest of the match with Larry and Spectre Dawn. And Coldest Pillow has got the wrong idea for practicing his lag. That's not how you practice your lag. So Slim's gone AWOL. Is Slim actually online? Let's have a look. Is he in the lobby? Yes, he is. He's just he's playing for time here. I was going to have a musical interlude there, but here we go. Slim's arrived. He's on the right-hand side. Race to 4. Coldest Pillow getting a 7 ball.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Now, for anybody who doesn't know, that's a line out of The Hustler. There are some people who won't know that, but that is exactly where that was from. And this one's from the outlaw Josie Wales.
When things look bad, and it looks like you're not gonna make it, then you gotta get mean. I mean plumb mad dog mean. Because if you lose your head and you give up, then you neither live nor win. That's just the way it is.
And this is from The Longest Day.
Your assignment tonight is strategic. You can't give the enemy a break. Send them to hell.
That's what you need to do, Coldest Pillow. You've got your mission. And you've got your 7 ball. What more do you want? So Slim can just nip this 6 ball in and dink across the other side for the 7 in the same pocket, but he's trying to check below it for either the side pocket or up table. And a mistake's been made, and there's the gift that Coldest Pillow wanted. And there's the dry break that Slim wanted. Not 1 ball will squeeze in. He's a bit straight though to... Yeah, he had to stun that hard to get it out. Trying to bump the 8, and that's perfect. The only thing he didn't want to do is kill the 8 onto the 9, which he hasn't done. The 6 and 7 both cleanly go. So now it's just about either going forward and coming back into the table or spinning around. If you go forward and spin, you've got to miss the 5, because then you end up doing that. So now it's the bank or nothing at all. And now he's going to be brushing the 7, but he should be good because the cue ball's going to head up table. And that should open up the 7 anyway, like that. And we know that the 8 ball goes, so there's no problem in squaring the match up here. Big check on the cue ball to stop it leaking away to the left. Well, Mark, I'm off all next week. How's about that? I finish my work tomorrow. I do a short shift tomorrow, 6 to 10:15. And then I can scratch my ass for a week. I don't go back to a week Monday. I can get some truck driving, and in fact I might even go back to Alaskan truck drivers and see if I can actually get to drive on the ice road. I didn't the first time I attempted. I ended up choosing the wrong way, and we avoided the bloody ice road. Plus there's an update coming to fix some bugs. Yeah, there's a shimmering bug on the bloody windscreen, which is it's like flickering lights. That's been there since day one. That apparently is a bug that they're going to fix. So Slim trying to kick there, completely misses a 1. So now Cold as Pillow has ball in hand for the 1, the 2, and the 3, and the 4. And ideally, he would like to be straight on that 4 so he could roll through the short side for the 5. Because that's, without doing any bumping and damaging, it's the only way he's going to get to the 5. So if he can get straight on this 4, and that's looking good, it's looking better, that might not be too bad. Oh, he's going to run too far though. He's getting into it too much. Touch like a sledgehammer. Did he touch that 5? Did he? Oh yes, he did. So Slim's not only got to get the hit, but he's going to have to get this safe somehow. And that might do. He'll settle for that. Well, now Coldest Pillow could be in trouble because he hasn't got cover in the 5. And Slim's touch is usually pretty good to try and just duck behind this 6 and 8 here. As expected. Bill, I've tried to get a hold of Steve earlier, no reply. There's 3 teams in the thing. Steve may well let it go ahead, but I can't categorically say that it's on or off. There certainly isn't 4 teams in it, because the Filipino team I don't think is going to happen. So I can only go from the fact that there's 3 teams and he may well just let it go ahead. I have to assume that. I'll try and find out tomorrow. The harsh Russian map. Well, yesterday I had to cheat my way to the end when I started. When I was driving in the snow the other day, I took a wrong turn and I could see that I was going in the wrong direction. I wasn't heading anywhere near where I was supposed to go. So at the end of the day, I wanted to get my dinner, so I bailed out on it. I've started a new trip. and it's in a 400. Well, it's more than 400 miles. The road. I know there's trouble ahead on it, and I know I can also show you a secret hidden route that many people won't know about, because the further you drive up the road, there's roadblocks that you can't get past, and there's one way past the first roadblock which is hidden in a village. I've done it plenty of times, so but I'm well away from that yet. I'm still got over 300 odd miles to go. I think I did about maybe about 40 odd miles today, and I'm back in my big American military truck. It'll get through most things. I might do a bit of live streaming of that tomorrow before the snooker comes on. So here we go. Slim's now got himself into the lead. The 7 ball goes past the 8, so the angle in the 6 is good, and he should be out. So one more good break for Slim is what he's needing. Stop! Where are you? Hello? So I assume that's you've taken care of Popman then, Semi-Pro. Yes, it is 13-4. At least he got 4 racks on the board, and he wasn't completely humiliated. So well done. Hugh, why is this happening? Why is what happening? What have I missed? What have I missed? Have I missed something? Why is what happening? The auditory assault we all just endured.
What auditory assault was that? You gotta give me a clue. I don't know it's anything different.
You're imagining things here, Pig. You really are. Can you not, though? Oh, I love annoying people. So, is the bank on here? I think he's got enough room for the bank. Or the cut. So, Coldest Pillow needs to get to that 7 ball. But more importantly, He's got an angle and a gap to get into to go on that 3. Oh, I thought he'd overcooked it. He's okay. Yeah, I paid for this voice mod software here, Pig, so I'm going to get the bloody use of it. I forgot I had paid for it, though. I forgot I had an account with them. And when I logged in, I had my account page, and I could download it again. So I downloaded it and installed it, and now it's working perfectly okay. So you shouldn't have any background buzz anymore from my mic, because all of that's filtered out. Well, a little double hit in the 7 until somebody makes a mistake. Now that's off the rail far enough to entice Coldest Pillow for the bank to take this all the way. I don't think he'll refuse it. Oh, he's had a big blast at that. I think he maybe had a blast and hope he bumped a 9 in there as well. There's another result through. Again, I can't see what it says. Hold on a minute. Spud Boy survives a 4-2 win over DJ Redo. But the bad news for Coldest Pillow is he's packing up his queue and going home for the night. One Pocket Slim is also going to survive. 4 racks to 2 as well. So now we will jump straight into what is left in this hot seat match. And, well, it's a good position. We've got Spectre on 3, Larry in 3. It's a scratch match. Now this needs to come back across and not bump the 5. Just like that. Now he's straight in the 4. He can pinch a bit if he wanted to. The 5 doesn't go past the 6, so he wants to get back across the table for the 5 into the opposite corner pocket by the look of it. So Stubbs arrive, folks. Spectre Dawn goes into the lead.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
That's very true, that. You only have to look at Stubb. So the 6 ball has gone. Now, well, he's got to cut this into the other corner, hasn't he? Unless he bangs it to the rail to get off the 9. He could do that. But he's got the pot. That was well done. Not easy. And assuming that he pots the 2, he's going to have to manufacture something up the top end there with that 3 and 9. Oh, he might get really lucky here. Well, I think he has done, part of the fact Larry's right over the top of the 9. The 7's a blocker for the side pocket. Now, why doesn't he try just drawing onto the 9 and potting the 9? Why doesn't he try the combo? I'm sure he can jack up and dig into that and just get a nip onto the 9 here. That looks dead on. Oh no, he hasn't. Well, maybe he didn't think he could. Okay, he's got the cover, but I thought he could maybe it was too close to dig right in far enough on the cue ball to get it to fizz back and catch a lump of that 9 ball just to knock it in. Right, so Larry's now got his reward, but he's going to have the same problem to deal with here. But that 3 ball, well, it does go, but I don't think you really, well, you don't want to be playing this at distance. Now, is he playing the billiard, the little chip off the edge of the 3 and catch the 9? To me, that's a safer shot. I think that's a safer shot because the 3's tight. Yeah, the little billiard, that was always on the cards. So we're back all square. And 2 ball goes in. Something else written in as well. I think the 1 ball's gone. Now, how's Larry shaped in the 3? Not good. Not good. What's he trying here? He's not trying a combo. Now, there's a tricky shot that he could try, cutting that to the short rail in behind there and getting the cue ball away up table. But you've got to get it thin. You've got to make sure you don't hit the 6. But he did try the combo, and he'll pay the price for that, I think. Yeah, I think I would have went for my shot. It was tricky, but the chances are you'd be putting that. You'd have been putting the 3 ball onto the short rail up there, and the cue ball would have been down the bottom of the table here. But having a go at the combo and not coming up with a result, I was going to say, may well be giving Spectre Don this right, but suddenly he's got himself in a hole. And he's going to try jumping this. And he's really got to hope that this cue ball does go forward if he does jump this, because he wants to again open up the angle in the 5. Okay, it might be a long pot in the 5, but he'd much rather have that than some sort of awkward cut. Well, look at the cue ball, it got to the hole first. So Larry just looking at the angles before he makes his move. And again, he just wants to be reasonably straight in the 5 so he can just kill the cue ball. I think he's got a tiny angle, but no problem. And now again, forward, check the cue ball a little bit if you want and come down the right side. You could go around the angles and come down to the right corner. In fact, he's not went around the angles, he's just used the 1 rail. And he's still reasonably okay. I think he's got to just roll this dead weight and play the 8 up the table. And once again, I think he's finished 2 straight. So it's the old VP4. Well, it isn't the bailout as such. He's just leaving it into the side. So 5-4 now to Larry. Are they going to just share these racks and go all the way? Okay, Vertical Liquid, thanks for joining us. So 8 ball and 3 ball and 6 ball have gone in the break. But how's Larry sitting in the 1? Not good. Well, this is really awkward. I mean, it's awkward enough the way he's lying on this 2 ball. I mean, I suppose he could just go hell for leather, cut it into the bottom right hand corner pocket, let the cue ball go forward and bump into the 4 and 5, and then just hope he gets a roll. I mean, he could do that. That's what he tried. And he might end up getting a roll here. I think he has. Yeah. Because the thing is, had he potted that 2 ball, you can see he wasn't having a shot in the 4. So he's come up smelling the roses in that one. Well, give it the old heave-ho, Larry. That's the rule here. Amp it up. Give it a blast. Well, that 9 ball might have done him a favour. Well, he can play the 2 ball onto the 5, give it a good hit onto that 5 ball and get it billiarded in off the 5 into the corner. That's a shot. Or he can do that and play the 2-9 combo. That was well done. 5 apiece now. Well, that's a bit late. Did you say he muted him for 24 hours? Or am I reading that wrong? I don't see him. Have I read it wrong? On YouTube, you mean? Welcome to Tommy. Just saw you arriving there, Tommy. And the players are coming back out for the completion of the match. Well, that's the one thing about a 147. It only ever wins you 1 frame. And Mark Allen's got it all to do. And Spectre Dawn has a nice angle on the 3. Doesn't want to interfere with that 7 ball, so he's got loads of room on the left side to have a shot in that 4. Now, how's the line? Well, the line is fine. He's just going to roll forward. He's going to brush the edge of the 6, and he'll still have the shot in the 5. Spectre Dawn on the hill. Larry will have to do the chasing. I wonder if does anybody ask Spectre Dawn how the eyes are doing? Is that him now 100% sorted? If that's the case, it's the right time for the 10-ball tournament. Well, Larry's had the first favour done from there. Spectre Dawn's come up with a dry break. Now Larry's got the 1 and probably just go across to the 5 and back out. So how does that finish? Well, I'd still be jacking up and digging in here and coming off that 2-ball. I wouldn't be running forward. Yeah. He's getting into it too much. I'll tell you something, that 5-ball did him a big favour, because that took a bit of the pace off that cue ball there, because that might have been running to that long rail on that side there. Aye, that's he's got no excuse now. Now that he's got 20/20 vision, he's got everything in his favour. So, well, you would want to normally stun this in and get out for the 6. You see, he's just under hit that. He wanted to be out another 7 or 8 inches to the right there to make this simple. Now it's not quite as simple. It's one of them into a blind pocket, and he's got to watch the cue ball as well, and that's fine. Everything's good to go, and Larry will be breaking for the match. He doesn't want to go inside that 8-ball too much. Well, it's gone in. Needs to keep going. Let's have a quick look at this 9-ball. It ain't frozen, but it's close enough to the rail that you want to get this nice and flush. Oh, goodness me, Larry's heart missed a beat there. Oh dear. It just fell in the last breath, that 9-ball. I don't think they were any closer to just hanging in the edge and doing nothing else. So Larry has come up dry also. And it looks as if Fast Eddie's gone through. Spud Boy has taken the damage there, 4 racks to 0. Now, what's Spectre Dawn got here, though? I don't think he's got a lot on. The 1 is too tight into the side, and that's not got the cover, because Larry will be having a go at this. You can see enough of it to cut it in, but you can also see enough of it to overcut it and get distance between the two of them if he wants to play a safety, but you know what Larry's like. He's going to have a go. And then it goes. Well, I suppose the bump in the 4 ball stopped him running in behind the 7 or the 8 there maybe. But this is a wee bit trickier, but he's got nothing really to do to get on the 3. Oh, but Larry's overcut it, and that could be his last shot on the winner's side. In fact, I'm going to stick my neck out and say yes, it is. Because these are the type of opportunities that Spectre Dawn just puts away far too often. And as I say far too often, I say far too often to expect him not to do it. So a little jab up the table, or is he going to play it into the top right hand corner and just come across? Got to miss the 7 though. And that's sort of no man's land a wee bit. He wanted to get straighter on this 5 ball. This just makes things a wee bit awkward. I mean, I think you can jab off this, I think. It's a wee bit dicey though. He's just played it soft to go above the pocket rather than try to stay below it. And now he needs to go forward far enough to be comfortably playing the 7 on the side, unless he wants to just go behind it and play it up table. So he's got the 2 choices of how he's doing this. So it's into the side and through far enough for a comfortable 8 ball into the other side. So Larry's heading over to join Fast Eddie. 1 pocket slim and somebody else that I've totally forgotten about. Coldest Pillow. That was it, wasn't it? Oh no, no, tell a lie. Coldest Pillows. It was Slim that took Coldest Pillow out, wasn't it? Right, let's have a quick update and see where we are. Well, we know that Spectre Dawn is now through to another Friday night 9 ball final. This bracket won't stop bloody moving. It's annoying me. So we've now got Slim waiting on the winner of the Fast Eddie Pie match. And of course that's just timed out because Pie's done a runner. He's bottled out. So Fast Eddie's about to play 1 pocket slim. That's nice timing. So that room should disappear in a second. Now, how come we get DQ'd? That's the question. Why? It doesn't DQ you because you didn't play your second match. It not just say forfeit. So did Pie say he wasn't going to be here to play his match or something? Is that why Brian DQ'd him? Doesn't matter anyway. He quit before the end of the other match, so... Right, we'll get in and we'll get ready. So, Larry's waiting on the winner of this. So we'll just jump in. Eddie's already there. Oh, he asked to be DQ'd, did he? Oh, I had to go and do something. Well, I suggest he goes and practices. That's what I suggest he go do. What time is it? It's 18 minutes past 9. So the tournament's definitely going to go 3 hours, possibly 3.5.
make mistakes here. We just have happy accidents.
Good evening and welcome to VP4TV. Tonight we bring you commentary from 9ball.com. It's Friday night 9ball, with 9ball. This is one of the longest running regular and best supported weekly tournament in all of the virtual pool series. We will be covering a select few matches tonight. Please subscribe to join in the chat.
So one pocket Slim on the right side, and Eddie looks to have nailed the lag, but Slim's close in his tail. In fact, Slim might have pinched it. That was well done. So race to 4, no handicap. Couple of balls going in. One of them was a 1 ball. The other one was a 3. And a thin cut in the 2. Yeah, that was tricky. So straight away, Eddie can get himself off the mark here. Well, I think he can go forward and just come into the table and play this 5 up top left. I think that would be the simple way to go about things. But he wants to be able to... he's overhit it. He's overhit it. And that's been Eddie's problem all last night and what we've just seen there. He's just been really struggling for his weight of shot. And that, of course, is the inevitable that happens. You go out of line, you start having to kick at balls. And... So it was looking like Eddie was going to get a good start. That quickly diminished. But Slim's got himself into this little spot again here. He'd one of these earlier. This time, not a problem. I don't think it'll be like 3 3/4 hours, but I think it's looking like it could be 3.5. I mean, and that's what it's 9:23 at the moment. You've got the other match to play, and then you've got the finals to follow that. So it's getting there. And Slim has blocked off the rail on this side as we look. So is that the line? This looks as if it's going wide. I have something I should do also. What's Larry saying? But I'll stick around. Oh, you think they're bailing out, Larry? I thought that was going wide. That's the thing. I've tried to get a hold of Steve tonight, but got no reply. Whether I'm thinking that there's 3 teams in, he'll let it go ahead. But I won't know until tomorrow. I'll be hounding him all day to get an answer out of him, because I need to let Bill know. It starts at 12 noon Eastern, yeah, 5 p.m. GMT. Well, it's already looking like it's going to be hard work for Fast Eddie. No room to spare in the race to 4. So 2-0 to Slim. I didn't hear anything go. Yeah, it's dry. And immediately there's a problem. He's on the 1. I suppose he could take what's there and try and come down for the 2-5 combo. He's got an angle to do that. Now that's better. That's better. Oh, he's going to get this. He doesn't want that 2 to go to the side of the 9 though. And that's worked out fine. So just forward and out into the table for the 3. And then you've got to just hope you've got the angle to roll through the 3 and up for the 4. And he's just going to have to be careful here, because this is dead straight and he doesn't want to be trying to pinch anything. All he has to do is just roll the 3 in and finish there, so that he's not in the rail, but he can see the 4 clean. Oh, he's gone to the rail, he's bumped, he's fine. So now he's got the angle to come in behind the 6. So this should be a little stun in to get the cue ball out, so then he can do what he wants with the cue ball off this 7. And it shouldn't be anything more than roll the 7 in and 8 into the side, and that's keeping it simple. So now he needs a wee bit of luck here in the break, a ball and a shot, maybe another chance to run out. It's not a lot to ask. Well, that cue ball's going south. Oh dear, look at the table. Well, Slim's got ball in hand. He can get right behind the 1. 2's handy, 3's in the middle of the table. And you would expect this to be taken care of. Well, if you're really going to bail out, you roll the 2 in and play the long 3 up the table. If you're going to, yeah, he is. If you're going to do that, though, you want to have enough angle to get back across the table for the 4. Now, if he runs forward, he's going to run near that 9. And the 9's done him a wee bit of a favour. Now, look at this 4 ball. I think you've got to nip this a wee bit. You know what? Is he going to leave the awkward cut? Yeah. Still expect him to get it, because it's comfortably off the rail. and he's got nothing else to do other than pot it. I would just play this as a firm stun and a wee nip back into the table. But Slim's going forward. Whatever you choose, there's always ways to get there with that position. So he's on the hill. Now that's what time's that? 9:30 now. 2 balls going in. Little bump in the one. The one's sitting pretty. And look at this mess in the bottom rail here. He's going to have the 3 into the side. He's going to have a thin cut in the 4. And he's going to have no shot in the 5. I don't know that that's sitting particularly great for a billiard because the 5's really close to the rail. He could end up with some sort of double kiss. But he's trying the billiard. And I think he did get a double kiss there. And it could have finished worse. Well, I don't know that Zeddy... Is he trying to manufacture a combo? Doesn't look like it. Try to squeeze the 5 behind the 6 and just leave the cue ball there. That's well done. I say well done. It's well done because he's eliminated the up and down kick. He's got him nailed to the 6. And that makes it doubly difficult. Because Slim's going to have to go multiple rails or loads of right. He got too much in it. And he didn't have enough angle. He had to pick a wider angle with that there. So Eddie's good safety has given him his reward. So now all he has to do is pot some simple balls here. So this is just a gentle dink up and 7 into the side. So we're certainly going to have another rack here. No doubt about that. I'll have a lie back here. My back's getting sore. I'm reclined at the moment. Oh, the gods are happening a bit later tonight. Well, here we go. Good break, ball in a shot. Take it all the way. Well, got a ball. Now, how's that going to finish? A little double kiss there. Was that the 8 ball or the 4 ball? It looks as if it's the 4 ball. But I don't know if you can see the one. No, he can't. Well, the thing is, he might be put back in here. This is touchy, this. Yeah, he's pushed it back. I thought he would. Well, this is tricky to roll up soft and just feather that 1 ball and use the 2. Oh, he's had a stub blast at it, trying to thin it in. And that might be it for Fast Eddie. I think the 7 goes past the 8. It comfortably goes past the 8, so there's no problem this end of the table. Well, you wouldn't think this would be difficult to go from that 6 ball up top back down here for the 7. I think he's a wee bit straight. Yeah, you see that? That cue ball is just spun and killed there. And now suddenly it's a problem. It's a bedhead cut in the 7. And he's caught the back of the 8. And Eddie's going to have to kick this 7 in. And he should be able to do that because this is plenty of room. And he'll be on the 8. So we're going for the old final rack decider. And that was because Slim ended up too straight on that, what was it, the 6 ball. He ended up too straight. And so with the pace he was putting in the cue ball to try and get up the table, there was still all of that spinning the cue ball, and that's what killed it. And left him the awkward cut. And Eddie's break sounded good. Got 1 or 2 balls in the break. And he's sitting plumb in the 1. 2 ball goes past the 8 up to. Is that the 8 or the 4? It's the 4. So this is a tricky shot. It's getting nice on the 2. Judging the draw. And that will do very nicely. He's dead straight, but all he needs to do is just kill it. Just stop it. Leave the angle in the 4 just to drift up here for the 5 into this side. That's the shots. Stop the cue ball. Nick the 4 in and just dink it up. This is just about testing your weight a shot here. You want to drift up to about there. Roughly into that zone. And that'll do. Well, it'll do from the point of view you can pot the 5. The problem is he's just gone too far to get up for the 7. This is where he wanted to be. So now, take your medicine, roll it in and leave the cut. Just don't be hampered by the 9. And again, it's just a dink. Just let it drop in, let the cue ball come up the table. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to put any English on it. Nothing, just plain ball. And would you believe it? He's hung the 7. Well, that sums up his last 24 hours, Eddie. Just so many racks the other night that he just couldn't get it done. And that is definitely his last shot in this week's Friday night 9 ball. So Slim will make it an all-US semi-final between himself and Larry. And here we go. So it's now 9:38. And we've got the semi-final match. Spectre Dawn lying in wait. And the room is up. We'll get ourselves in. And both players are keen to get on with it. We've got Slim on the right, Larry on the left. No handicap again. Welcome to Blind Hog. And Larry's going to win it. So for all the latecomers, this match is to see who's going to be playing Spectre Dawn in this week's final. And Larry's break, another dry one. Slim immediately with a shot in the 1. 2 ball is accessible. 3 ball will go past the 4. So this is already looking good for a run out. let's see if my wee chimpy buddy will have a word with you, Blind Hog. See if I can find him. There you go. I found him. Well, again, it's going a wee bit thinnish. This 9-ball could bank it like that. Take any doubt out of the matter. So a good start for Slim. On Larry's break as well. His voice mod, you can download it free, where you've got limited availability of certain things in it. And then, of course, there's the pro version with everything available in it, which is what I've got. I bought it when it first came out years ago. Well, Larry's looking for a nice little hit there, and he got it. He has come out well in that one. Yeah, he's in. He's been in all night, in and out all night. How's that 5-ball looking? I mean, this 4-ball's thin enough as it is. It's thinner than it looked. Well, now he's good. So Larry's going to square the match. This might be going all the way also. So it's now 4-2 to Mark Selby. They're into frame number 7. They've just started it. One ball into the right side pocket. And, well, no shot in the 2 directly, but Larry will jack up and jump this and cut it in. At least I think he will. This is not going to be that good. Couldn't really control the cue ball a great deal with a jump shot. Now, does he want to be having a go at this? He looks as if he is. Bottom right hand corner. That's well done. Just drop him through for the 4 into the side. And now it should be fairly straightforward. By the way, Stub, where do you get the idea that this is Stub TV? Unless you start doing live streaming yourself, you ain't got a franchise. Oh, Cobra's still awake. Nice pace on the 6 ball there. Cue ball sitting nice in the 7. Into the table. 8 ball into the side. Larry's in the lead. I thought you'd muted him for 24 hours. That's a pile of bullshit. It just dawned on me there that he's back in the bloody stream. That was a short 24 hours. Seven ball goes in. And a shot in the 1 on the side. In fact, I'll probably take it up top because that's more comfortable for controlling the cue ball. Oh dear. Well, maybe it wasn't that comfortable. Well, you roll the 2 up the table, let the cue ball open out across the table. What the hell's all these bloody things coming in on my phone? I'm getting all sorts of vibrations coming in here. We are live on YouTube, live on Twitch, live on Kick, and live on my VP4TV channel on Facebook, which nobody has tried. Here he's into the bloody room now. Welcome to Interchange X. So the winner of this goes on to play Spectre Dawn in tonight's final, in case you've just arrived. And we're 2 apiece. And, well, a ball did go in. 1 ball's up table in play. Well, 2 ball would be a simple enough combo onto the 2-5. Oh, he's overcooked that big time. That is not a good shot. Not your best shot there, Slim. So this is dead weight into the side. Good recovery. Aye, that will no happen. That won't be happening. Yeah, well, as I told the guys earlier, I am off as of tomorrow when I finish my shift. I am off all next week. Now, that was a foul. It hit the 6 ball first. So Larry's got a gift here to get to the hill. Yes, I did read that, yeah. Well, it wiped its feet, but it's gone in. Oh, welcome to Brainful Out. I've got to explain the same bloody thing again for all these latecomers. This is a semi-final match to see who's going to play Spectre Dawn in the final. Larry on the hill, and I think he's dry again. And Slim doing the right thing. Now it's an easy kick and the one ball as far as that goes. But, it's the only thing is that you're obviously needing that roll of the ball for it to go safe, but it hasn't. But what has happened is the 8 balls get in the way. This would have been it wouldn't be quite simple, but, just a drawback off the 1 for the 2 in past the 8. But now he's having to take a different route, so it's a thin cut. Now, ideally, I think the problem is he might catch some of the 8. I don't know, he's avoided it. And he's no shot in the 3. Yeah, this is no good. And of course, when he's hitting the 3, it's coming that direction. No real idea where everything's going to finish here. I mean, the cue ball's going to go to the rail. It's going to come back out. And the 3 ball might hit the 8 ball and stay down this end, which is not really what he wants, I don't think, but I don't think he can do much about it. But he's come up with a pretty good plan, though. I mean, again, it's not a difficult kick, but at least it isn't a ball in a pocket he's given Larry. Does he usually call himself Stub? Does Stub usually call himself Stub? I don't know whether he... Well, yeah, is that not what he said there? Stub has 47 YouTube accounts. I think he's... what do you call these people that get multiple personalities? You should know Interchange X. You know a head doctor. You know one of them shrinks. You should know the problems that Stub has. You should be able to quickly diagnose his issues. Oh, he's more than that. Bipolar's like up and down. That's like bouts of depression and then you're up. That's not what he's got. Seems like a perfectly healthy chap. Well, that's a poor it's a poor prognosis for Stub, and it's a poor diagnosis for you. I'm only casting my own opinion on it. He's ranting now. I don't know what the hell he's talking about, because I don't bother to read his sentence. It's just a load of mumbo-jumbo gibberish that he goes on. Well, we're going all the way in this one, folks. What time is it now? 9:55. So we are going to be probably, 10:30. It could be 45 minutes or more for this final. But tell a lie, I thought it was going to be going all the way. I take that back. I thought that was Slim that was at the table. It's Larry. I do apologise. So Larry, I think is through for what we call a revenge match again. Let's just look, because I'm sure it was Spectre Don that put Larry to the one lost side. There's the evidence there. And that went to a final rat decider. So we've got a minute or so, because probably Spectre Don won't be rushing into the room. So let's do a quick check on this league. We've got the 3 teams that are in it, and we've got one team that isn't signed up because Team Philippines has just got 1 player, 2 players, and the other 2 haven't acknowledged anything. So he's not got a team, which is why he isn't signed up. There are 3 teams there. The assumption at the moment is it's going ahead tomorrow night at 5 p.m. GMT or noon Eastern time. That's how that stands. We'll get into the room. And in fact, we've missed a lag. So Larry's breaking off at scratch, of course. No handicap. Race to 9. And I'll have another quick drink. What's that picture that Spectre Don's got there? What the hell is that? Is that one of these AI pictures he's created? It looks like it. Is it Alfie? Who the hell's Alfie? Is that an alien? Is that not Alf? That was another series I never watched any episodes of it. Let me have a look. I need to get out my chair. I think that's Alf, is it not? No, I've heard of Alf, but I've never ever watched an episode of it. I'm glad to say. The same as I never watched Harry and the Hendersons either. Well, that's going to scratch. Well, that was a bit of a poor one from Larry. Oh, it definitely looks like Alf. I'll grant you that. It definitely does. Right, I'm going to do something that all the other guys on YouTube do. Don't forget to hit that like button. Even though you don't like it, just hit the like button. And see if anything can happen with the YouTube algorithm for me to get more viewers. And also you can hit the bell for notifications for when there is a live stream going. Yeah, even if you don't like it, just bite your tongue and hit the like button. It won't hurt you. Well, 4's no good, considering there was at least 8 folk on YouTube. So that means that the other 4 are miserable bastards. Oh, this is one of these tricky ones again. He's going to be on the 9, but I don't expect him to mess this up. Yeah, well, we don't mention the dislike button. See, if I start getting dislikes on that, I'm going to be finding out who it is. Banning them. I've got 4 bloody viewers left on YouTube. That's a disgrace, and this is the final. Where the hell's everybody going? Well, that's true. Well, jump over to YouTube and hit the like button, you miserable bastards. Please. I've been falling asleep for the last hour and a half. Oh, Spectre Don Dyson with death there. He's got to weave his way up the table here to get to this. Is that the 3 ball or the 5 ball up there? Is it the 4 ball he's having to play next? And that's a 5. So 4 ball is kind of awkward. Now he hasn't gone far enough, has he? Can he cut it in? I think he maybe. Let's have a look. If I can move the bloody camera to a decent enough position. Yes, he can. No, I'll tell you what I need. I need the bathroom. My bladder's about to explode. My eyes are constantly bad. I mean, if I'm sitting back in my chair, I tend to recline in my chair at this time of night. So at a distance, that 5 ball looks like the 3 ball against the blue background of the cloth. Well, that spinning the cue ball has just helped Larry big time there, because that has brought the cue ball into play. Well, I'm looking at the stream on YouTube and it looks good. Well, there's now 7 on YouTube. Is that all the guys that did a runner to Twitch have come in to hit the like button? If you have done, thank you very much. You can go back to YouTube now. Twitch, sorry. Or go and give Blind Hog some company on Kick. He's in his own little pigsty there. Mind you, you'd have to pinch your nose to put up with the smell. He does tend to be a bit windy, knowing the kind of stuff he eats. And he's still hitting / before he types something because he keeps thinking he's in VP4. See, that's what happens with pig trotters. You can't type properly. He still does it. I have to admit, I do it also when I happen to maybe be watching Slim stream. I start / and I type a full sentence, and then of course it doesn't go through because you've hit a / at the beginning. It doesn't in Twitch, I don't think. I think it comes up unknown something or other. But I've done that many a time. So we're all square here, 1 apiece. It's now 3 minutes past 10. Naturally, I'm hoping this doesn't go all the way. Purely for selfish reasons of going to bed. For reasons of making it a match to keep the viewers here to the end. Yes, you would like it to go all the way. So Spectre Don's got the combo, which looks fairly straightforward. And he's going to end up playing the 7-8 combo as well, I would assume, because he's just going to kill the cue ball in the 5. Now we've got matches to come over the weekend in the 10-ball World Championships. Have a look at the schedule. I finish my work tomorrow, so I will be available for most of them, bar one, which is I think the one on Sunday night, my time, midnight, which I think is, yeah, I have to be in bed early that night because I've got to go to jury service on the Monday morning. So I won't be available for that one. Five ball, 8 ball follows it in. 1 ball's going to be a thin cut. Loads of room to get up table onto the 2. 3 ball is available. And this might be the first signs of daylight here, but he's got it to the rail too soon. And Larry's going to have to jump though. And this cue ball, when he does jump, a lot of the pace should come out the cue ball. So he may still have a cut on this too. Well, the pace is kept in the cue ball, and that's landed pretty good. Probably a lot better than they thought it might there. Now, what's happening in the Selby match? Because I've got it switched off. I went back to YouTube. I'll go to iPlayer and have a look. Four 3 to Selby now. Oh yeah, that might be going all the way as well. And for anybody who's late tonight, that match between Mark Selby and Mark Allen. Mark Allen was 2-0 down at the beginning of the match, raced to 6, and he had a 147 in frame 3, which is the second 147 this week in that tournament. Ding Junhui had one earlier on in the week, and Mark Allen matched that tonight. And I'll tell you, it was a good 147 in the end, considering where he finished on that pink, having to go all round the table, and then where he finished in the black was even worse. And he still managed to dig out the 2 of them. Great finish. So, we're 2 apiece, and just out of sheer spite, these 2 are going to go to a final rack just to keep me out my bloody bed. It's now 10 past 10. Now, Larry will be trying to hit this on the bottom side of the 1. And he's hit it in the top side. If he hit it in the bottom side, he had a good chance of keeping it safe. Hitting it in the top side, this was going to happen. He's left a combo. And 2 ball in the middle of the table, well, sort of in the middle of the table. So he's just got to get the cube. He either has to run up the top to try and play it in the side, or play it up from there where he is and come back for the 3. So he's got to get into the cue ball, and he's got a good enough angle. So there shouldn't be any problem. He's got to make sure he gets into it enough, and he has done. He might have overcooked it. Oh, he's okay. Oh, he's just okay. And now the problem is the 4 ball. 4 ball is a combo, but he's not exactly sitting in a perfect position. So if he's going to do what I think he's going to do, he's going to try and cut this into the far corner and get around the table for the 5. This is tough. Well, this will be shot of the night if he can get this in and get the cue ball out behind that 7, or at least avoid the 7 one way or another, and go on this 5. And he hasn't. That was the danger. And so Larry is getting a bonus. He's getting back to the table. He wasn't expecting to. Because I think when you're cutting that 4 into that right side, I wanted to play that with right English so that I could stun it into the corner and hit the side rail and spin the cue ball out behind that 7, trying to avoid that scratch. There's no guarantee that would have worked, but I think a wee bit of fizz in the cue ball might have helped here. Well, if it goes ahead, yes, I was going to. But I still need to find out from Steve at some point tomorrow whether it's going to run or not. So it's Larry's going to have advantage. Of course, now you're trying to just build on that. You're wanting a decent break, a ball and a shot, and an easy run out. That's the ideal setup for the rack to follow. Well, he's not getting anything. He's not got a ball. And, well, does Spectre Dawn go for a sort of 1700 rating combo in the 9 here? This is going to shot that Capel would have a blast at. And Stubb might as well. And he's played it very controlled. That was excellent. So Larry's lead was all of 30 seconds. Cue ball. Oh, it just stays up. No, tell a lie, that was a 9 ball. Well, one thing's for certain, he'll certainly be heading towards the 2. The only problem here with that is the 3 ball. When he's coming across the table, the 3 ball can interfere with play here. And he's avoided that. And ideally, he wants the bump in the 8. Looks a good enough line to get the bump. Doesn't want to catch it left side. He can brush off the 8 and stay behind it. And he's fine. That's perfect. And very quickly, Spectre Dawn's going to be in the lead now. And Mark Allen is 21-0 in front in frame number 8, trailing by 1 frame, 4 frames to 3. Well, I think I'll certainly be in bed before this match is over tonight. The Mark Allen, Mark Selby match. Well, I watched that black ball he tried to pot in the side pocket there and it drifted off with the nap of the cloth. So now Larry's having to do the chasing. Well, I think John Higgins is getting to the stage where he's maybe thinking the same thing himself. Again, I mean, he's went through this phase before where he was thinking of retiring, but he can't do that because he's had a good run to finals, and he's been in positions where he was winning and then couldn't go over the line in 2 or 3 of them. So he's still got to believe that he's got the game to do it. I think it's getting inside his head a bit though. He needs a win. He needs a tournament win to clear his head. But you don't get tournaments gifted to you in a plate. he's still definitely good enough. It's just having that consistency and stringing the matches together. And that's easier said than done at the level these guys are playing at. I mean, look at Ronnie O'Sullivan this week. He's not played great, but when he's had to play, he's managed to pull it out in each of his matches. And that's him getting to where he's got to without playing to his standards. I mean, yesterday it was not a good match yesterday against what's his name, Barry Hawkins. It was not a good match, but he still was good enough to pull it out in the end. And you don't have to be at your best all the time. But as long as you get the result that matters in the end, if you're still in the tournament playing bad and you get to the final and then you win it, doesn't matter how bad you played. Yeah, that'll be a good match. I'm looking forward to that. There'll be no messing about in that match. Both of them will be going for the jugular. So, Larry to square the match again. Well, he's sitting good in the 1. 7 ball has gone. So, I don't know whether he's want to just check this a wee bit. He's got the good angle on the 2, drop it in the side, you're on the 3. Get out into the table and across for the 4, because there's plenty of room for the 4 to go. So, very strong odds. Larry's going to regain the lead here. It's going to be an unforced error, a scratch or something that's going to prevent it. That sounds like a good idea. Is that game streaming you're all talking about? What, the snooker? Yes, it is. It's on BBC iPlayer, so you need to get a VPN. I've now hit the sleep wall, folks. It's a bit late in the night for it, but I've hit it now. What time is it now? 20 past 10. Yeah, it's definitely going to go over 3.5 hours. And that was with, what, 11 people in it or 12 in it tonight. Once again, Larry goes into the lead. And don't forget, this is Larry's chance at revenge. And if it's going to go the same way that their hot seat match went, it will go all the way. Well, Larry's had a good break again. He's going to have to play a testy cut in the 1. I'm sure the 2 goes past the 5 up there. Yeah, not a problem with that. 3 ball goes past the 6, so it's all about getting good in the 2. If he gets good in the 2, he's out. He's overcut it, but he's going to a safe place. In fact, that was a terrible shot, Larry. Because look at where he is in the 2 ball. No shot on it at all. And this could be a good reply from Spectre Dawn, and it is. Because Larry now can't see the edge. So, an easy kick, but he's going for the jump, trying to bank this, I think. He's trying to bank the one up table, and it's gone in, is it? Yes, it has, and that was excellent. Cue balls come out nice into the table. No problem getting in the 3. And he should have daylight, I think, for the first time. A 2-rack lead, or have I spoke too soon? Well, again, you just nip into this, or you just let it roll soft. See, if he'd nipped into it, he probably wouldn't be over the 6 ball. If he'd nipped into that and dug it out the table a bit more, he might have been cleaner, but he's got away with it. Dead straight in the 6, so he's probably going to go forward, or is he going to come back for the 8 in the side? Whatever you're comfortable with. Well, he's just got to, again, get into the cue ball so that he's not heading near a pocket and come into the middle of the table. Little bit of dig in it, just to control it. So 6-4 now to Larry. Can he keep the momentum going? Three ball is good. Now, it's got to be the 4-9 combo, or is he going to come back for the 4 on the side? I mean, he could nip off the 3 and play the 4 on the side, but, well, that's not set, but it can easily be made. Now, what's he going to do? Looks as if he's going forward. No, trying to drop behind the 4. Does that go? Oh, he's not got much room. Well, it's gone in. He's just squeezed it in. It was tight, but he got there. I would have been probably more likely to play for the combo, but he got it. He left it awkward, but he managed to squeeze it past. So he's now going to go to 3 in front. Now, of course, it's getting late in the tournament. We haven't seen any signs of wear and tear from Larry yet. This is usually when funny things start happening this late into the tournament. We've been going at it for almost 3.5 hours. But he's in a good, strong position at the moment. And that's what he didn't want. And I'm sure that's dry. Now, has he got away with it, though? Yes, he has. Spectre Dawn looking for a push. Now, again, that is not a good push. It is just no good because he's going to be in trouble. He's got to be in trouble off this shot here. Look at all the cover that Larry's got here available to him. Oh, I don't know. He's probably He's probably a year or two older than me, I would suggest. It was inevitable Larry was going to get some sort of cover, and that is not bad because Spectre Dawn is going to have to squeeze past the night. I don't know that he can do it though. I don't know whether he can. He's trying to use the rail. No, he's got the hit. Now he needs a roll. And he may well also have had a good result. Yeah. Well, is there enough room to actually play a little dink and try and just twist this past the 9? I think he's going for it. I think that's what he's doing. And that's well done. Commentator's eye. So he's going to have the long cut in the 3 if he doesn't try any acrobatics here. Because there's a lot of things to run into if you start doing that. So he's just taking what he's got. Now, this will go wrong if he comes up here and rolls behind the 6. But this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to get over to the left side here, but not too much over. In fact, he's not. He's playing it well safe. I think he could have been braver than this. This is not great, considering where the 5 ball is. And that 6 ball could end up coming into play as well. You know, if you thin cut the 4 and you go across the table and you avoid the scratch, you could end up hooked behind the 6. And he's digging in with the cue ball to avoid all of that. Oh, and look at the little bump he's had. I mean, that'll do nicely, although does it go past the 6 up table? Not really. He's got to play it into the side. So this is a make or break shot, because using that 8 ball as well to hold for the 6. Now is he I don't know whether the cut's too much. No, he's just trying to get into the short side. Well, this has got to come up the table. I don't think he can hold it for the 8 in the side. He's got to get that 7 to the hole. So off the rail and up would be the shot. And that's well done. Welcome back to Chimpy. So Larry now in a very strong position on the hill and breaking for the match with a 4-rack lead. Spectre Dawn trying to get on the long road to recovery here. That needs to keep running. Well, it's not going to be easy, that's for sure. Because this is not where you want to be, but you had to get into that window, but he wanted to run another 8-9 inches on this 4 ball. Oh, this might work out nice. That's worked out very well. So just a little dink. Well, it's one back for Spectre Dawn. Well, he'll be trying to thin this just to nick up round about the 5 and 9 ball, but he's bumped to 5. And you know what Larry's going to do. All out, all or nothing. But needs to bounce. So now he's got to stun this in. You can't be rolling this in. You've got to stun it, go to the rail and come out. Nice and firm. And that's well done, as long as he doesn't nail himself to the rail like that. So now it's a problem. And again, he's just got to bump into this 6 ball and leave it as it is, I think. I don't think he should try anything more elaborate than that, but he's going to. Well, you see, he's dug in there. He should have just rolled it in and bumped to 6. And that's given Spectre Dawn another lifeline here. Yeah, I don't think he had to do that. I think he just had to pot it and let it bump the 6 out the way. He would still have been in a similar position. But I think he was thinking about the angle off that 4 to get to the 5. And of course, if Spectre Dawn's brake starts working, then it might still have a fair bit to go this match. It's now 10:33, so it's gone past the 3.5 hours. Spectre Dawn just trails by 2. Good break and a shot. Usual scenario. Well, he's got the good break. And that 5 ball's got out the way. The 1 ball is right there in front of him. Now, where does he play the 2? That's the question. Let's have a look. I mean, what do you do? Roll this in dead weight and just play the 2 down here into this corner? You could check the cue ball a wee bit if you felt you needed to. It could come around and out like that, and that's perfect. He just had to make sure he was high enough above the 9 so that he could get to the 2, and he landed right on the button. And so this is looking like another notch in the scoreboard here for Spectre Dawn. Now, Larry, with that 3 ball that he tried, the soft draw on it, he should have just let it roll and bump the 6. This match could have been all over. So, two rails here to get to this 7 ball. Come out the back of the 9 ball. Well, it's getting to that stage now. Most certainly. Biggest break of the match coming up. Well, Spectre Dawn comes up dry. Well, the news, Chimpy, if you go and look at that that page, is that the Filipinos aren't going to have a team. There's only the two players there. The other ones haven't accepted anything, and of course the team can't sign up because of that. So they're not going to be in it. It's too late in the day for them to be in it, I think. Well, Larry, as usual, going all out, I think, there for the initial pot and the one. That's the big question. That's what I need to find out tomorrow, so I can let Bill know, so that Bill doesn't waste his time hanging around. I won't be able to get a hold of Steve that early in the morning. When I get home, I'll be getting home about, I don't know, maybe 10:30 in the morning tomorrow. So that's only like 5:30 his time, so Steve won't be around. I'll wait until the afternoon, try and get a hold of him. Spectre Dawn having to bail out with the jump stick. How's he going to get this cue ball up the table for the 4 though? Well, he is, and that's worked out very nice, but there's the problem. Now this is so easy. It's so easy to push the 4 right onto the 6 where you're pushing it into the rail and it's never going into the pocket. You've got to try and get right onto the point with this 4 ball. It's the only way the 6 will go in. If you hit it a chunk, it's going to stay out. It ain't going in. But tell a lie, the 4 ball went in past the 6. My eyes are bloody terrible. I never thought that went in. Well, this is Larry's only lifeline. How the bump goes in the 7, and the bump has gone very well. We are going all the way, and that shot that Larry played has been very, very expensive. When he tried the little draggy shot, left the ball hanging in the pocket. I think it was a 3. Oh, dearie me, I spoke too soon. Spectre Dawn has blown a gasket, and Larry has got this for the match, basically. Get out onto the 7. Well, where's the cue ball going? Well, he's going long. Put it this way, it's safe. Well, there's a shocker. Spectre Dawn. The one big sign of the frailty there, the mistake in the 6 ball, left it hanging, and Larry's going to fall over the line. But it is revenge. So, Larry got out of jail big time for the 9-7 win. So, well done to Larry. Unlucky to Spectre Dawn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, well, I've got the league page up. This team here won't be in it, simply because Skybitter, we haven't seen him around at all for ages. I don't know who the hell that is, Apollo 999 or whatever. He hasn't got a team. We have 3 teams that are there. As you can see, my team has already been chosen. And Maisie Dizzle, who I sent a message to, he hasn't got enough funds in his VP4 account, so he can't participate in the league unless he tops up his bank balance. Our team is going to be Bill and Tam and Coldest Pillow tomorrow night, assuming that the thing goes ahead, and I won't know that until tomorrow. So that is it, folks. Thanks for your company. I am heading to bed. I am tired. I've got one more shift and that's me. And hopefully you can join us for some of these matches over the next few days. There should be some good matches. Until then, I will bid you good night. And we will see you again soon. Take care.